Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and continue working on this side. This says to use the trapezoids that you drew to complete this task below. And it says measure the angles of the trapezoid with your protractor. This is a protractor, and your teacher has given you one that you can use, and we'll work on using that today. And you want to record the measurements on the figures. It says to use a marker or crayon to we'll come back to B. So first, let's go ahead and measure our angles over here. So to measure your angle, what you do is you set up your protractor right here, and basically what you do is you line it up to this line, and I'm going to look here, and I'm just, you know what, I'm going to make it kind of easy. I'm not going to necessarily get nitty gritty. This angle right here is 110 degrees. Not 100, 110 degrees. Okay, and the reason is because when I look at this, I'm basically taking the line that I've created and look to see where does it land. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing over here, and it's nice I don't have to flip it. I'm going to look here, and this is 60 degrees. Okay, and I'm just going to flip my paper over since I'm doing this because I always want to look here. And this one, I'm going to just look at that line. That one is 60 degrees as well. Okay, and then same thing over here. I'm going to line up this line, and that is 110 degrees as well. Okay, so pretty easy, guys. I've got no right angle, so perfect with that. This one, I need to have at least only one obtuse angle. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up. And let's see here. I might not have an obtuse angle here. This is 60 degrees. So I might have to redraw this one. That one's 90, which is perfect right there, 90. And this one will be 90 again. Okay. And then if I line up this one right here. Oh, nope, it is. Oh, there we go. I'm going to say that this one's 110. I don't think I've measured that one right though, because this one, no, this one is 65, because that does not look right. So 65 degrees. This one does not look right. There we go. Let's do this way. Here we go. This one, I'm just going to say it's 115 degrees. So I had put that on, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had put that on wrong, okay? So here's how I've measured this one. This is 115. I put this one here. This one is, I did 65 on that one. Kind of moving the paper around. I know that this is a 90-degree angle, and as is that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and look here. Let's line up this angle, and that says 60 degrees, so it's just lining up where I'm at. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here, that this one, actually let me do this. Kind of move them. This one is, I'm going to say 65 degrees. And then on this one, we'll go ahead and put it right here. I'm not, oh gosh, guys, I am so sorry that I'm not letting you guys see this. I am horrible with having it kind of closer to me so I can see. So here's how I got the 60 degrees here, is because I lined that up and there's that 60 degrees. Then I did the same thing here, and here is that 65 degrees. Then I've just kind of moved this over a little bit more, and then here is where I have that it's 110, but I'm just gonna, I mean, you could get down here and look, and that would be 1, 2, 3, it'd be 113 degrees, okay? And then the same thing with this one is, I mean, I'd have to kind of extend it, and I'm going to say that's maybe 117 degrees. Okay, this one, again, here are my 90-degree angles. And again, another 90-degree angle. Okay, I'm going to kind of turn this upside down right here, and let's go, okay, let's go this one right here. This one goes to 100 and I'm going to say 113. And then this one goes, oh, I'm going to say 68 degrees. Sorry guys, you couldn't see that. I am horrible with these camera skills. Okay. All right, so I've gone ahead and I have measured all the different angles on here, okay? So I did letter A. It says letter B, and it says use a marker or crayon to circle the angles inside each trapezoid with a sum that is equal to 180. Okay, use a different color for each pair. So I want to look for the pairs of angles that are equal to 180. So when I look at this, I want to look, and I'm going to grab a purple marker. And let's see here, 180. I mean, if I add these two together, it's not 180. If I add these two together, that's 170. So that's not going to work. 180 would be right here because 90 plus 90 is 180. 90 plus 90 is 180. And then I don't think I have any other ones on any of these. If I add them up, I'm not going to get that 180. So I'm going to go ahead, excuse me, and cross this off that I've already done that one. On number 3, it says list the properties that are shared by all the trapezoids that you worked with today. So I'm going to look at all of the trapezoids. And what are some properties? Okay, well, they all have 4 sides, so we're going to go ahead and write that. So there's one. Okay, let's look and let's write some other ones. So when I kind of look at this, what was the one thing that we said that each trapezoid had to have? They all should have one parallel sides. They have one set of parallel sides. Okay. And then let's see here, what's another property? I'm actually going to put here is they all have 4 sides, but all look different. Okay. So then looking again at what I have, what can we kind of tell by this? They all are different. They all have different angles. They all are quadrilaterals, because remember, a quadrilateral is a shape that has 4 sides because quad means 4. So they are all quadrilaterals. That have different lengths and angles. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on. When can a quadrilateral also be called a trapezoid? Okay, a quadrilateral can also be called a trapezoid when it has at least one parallel set of sides, and they need to be opposite. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is it says we're going to follow the directions and draw one last trapezoid. Okay, so it says draw a line segment that AB, so we're going to label it AB, parallel to the bottom of this page that is 5 centimeters long. So parallel means that it's going to go side to side. And centimeters, oh, this is millimeters, not centimeters. Oh, darn, darn, darn. So I'm going to, I wish I had a centimeter ruler, but I can convert centimeters into meters. I'm just going to do millimeters on here, just because that's what our ruler is. So I'm going to draw a parallel line. I'm going to move this down that is 5 millimeters, okay? It says to draw two 55, oh, here's A and here's B, so we're gonna label it A and B, okay? And it says draw two 55, guys, I'm gonna fold this over so I have a little bit more room. It says draw two 55-degree angles with vertices of A and B so that an isosceles triangle is formed with A and B as the base of the triangle. So we're going to basically be making a triangle, but I want this angle and this angle to be 55 degrees. So when I put this down, I want 55 degrees. I want it to basically be right here. So I'm going to just put that line so I know it looks like I'm going to put it by where that D is. So I'm just going to draw this little line right here. Same thing here is I want this one to also be that 55 degrees. So let me draw this so that it's 55 degrees, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing here, and I want this one to be 55 degrees. So, oh, look at that. It's almost like where I have that line. Oh, it was where I had the line before. I was like, oh, it's on the paper. I am going to, in some of this, I think what I'll need to do is I need to cut that so that I can make that line. So I'm going to just cut this more, cut all of them so that we have them cut. Okay, so I need to make this one to like right here. And I've got to look to see. That's 55 degrees, and if I look at this angle, hold on, that one's not 55 degrees, darn. Nope, I need to make it, that's not right. Sorry guys, sometimes drawing is not necessarily going to be super simple, and that's okay to be a little off with that. So if I want to make this my angle A, I'm just going to draw a little bit of a line right there and look to see if angle A now. I want it right there, so I actually need to draw it right there. And there we go. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. So when I look at angle A, if I put this down for angle A, here is my, it's a little bit off, but there's my 55 degrees with that, okay? So I've done that. And it says label the top vertex of your triangle as C. So the top vertex is that top point, which is C. Did that. Use your set square to draw a parallel line to AB that intersects both AC and BC. So you're going to use your set square, and you are going to create a parallel line. So you've got a parallel, here's a line, so I need to make it parallel, that intersect each of those lines, which would be right there. And then it says to show the trapezoid that you made, and here is the trapezoid that you just made. Okay, shaded in, I guess. Okay, so here is that line that intersected AC, and here's that line that intersected BC. Okay, pretty simple, guys. It's just going to take a while to do some of the drawings.